something just came out in Diddy's trial that no one expected. A secret video, a disturbing revelation. And even the man involved says he never knew it existed. The scandal surrounding Diddy's private life has taken a dark new turn, and what's coming out now could be far worse than anyone imagined. Number 1. Who is the Punisher? At the center of this latest twist is a man who calls himself the Punisher. His real name? Juror Hayes. For years, he worked as a high-end escort, living a life few of us could even imagine. But back in 2012, his world collided with that of Sean Diddy Combs and his longtime girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. According to Hayes, it was Cassie who first reached out. What started as a single encounter soon turned into a series of bizarre and secretive meetings. Hayes claims he was hired to be intimate with Cassie, while Diddy sat nearby, watching, directing, and orchestrating every detail. And this wasn't a one-time thing. These sessions reportedly went on for years, behind closed doors, in private settings carefully arranged to stay under the radar. But even that wild story wasn't the most shocking part. Number 2, the courtroom bombshell. On June 16th, during a packed courtroom session, prosecutors dropped a bombshell. They played video footage, actual recordings from some of those encounters between Hayes, Cassie, and Diddy. The entire room froze. No one was more stunned than Hayes himself. According to his own words, he had no idea these sessions were ever filmed. Speaking to reporters afterward, he said, "I'm shocked that there is a video because whatever video was taken was done candidly without my knowledge. I never saw any video or anything to that degree." His reaction wasn't just surprise, it was fear. Number 3, the hidden recordings. How could this happen? What's raising even more questions is how these recordings were even made. Hayes described how every meeting followed strict rules. Phones were confiscated, privacy was heavily guarded, and absolute discretion was non-negotiable. With those precautions in place, how could cameras even exist? Was Diddy secretly recording these encounters the entire time? And if so, for what purpose? Blackmail? Control? Or something even more sinister? The idea that hidden cameras might have been rolling for years adds a whole new layer of suspicion and potentially opens up a massive legal nightmare for Diddy. Number 4, the fear of exposure. But the horror doesn't end in the courtroom. Hayes expressed growing anxiety over what might happen if these videos were to leak. In his own words, "My concern goes to how public this can become, how much is out there, and what type of issue or embarrassment that may create." He's not just worried about media attention. He's terrified of this footage ending up on adult sites, porn platforms, or being shared across social media, destroying any shred of privacy he has left. In today's digital world, once something like that leaks, there's no putting it back in the box, and he knows that better than anyone. No 5. What this means for Diddy's defense. For Diddy, this latest development could prove devastating. He's already facing a storm of accusations. Racketeering, trafficking, coercion, manipulation. The list keeps growing. But now, prosecutors can argue that secretly filming intimate encounters without consent is yet another layer of abuse and control. If jurors believe these recordings were deliberate, it strengthens the narrative that Diddy held power over his victims in disturbing ways. The defense is scrambling to control the damage, but the evidence keeps stacking up. Number 6, the bigger picture. Could there be more? And here's where things get even darker. If these recordings exist, how many more could there be? Was Hayes the only one? Or was he just one part of a much larger operation? Online forums and social media are buzzing with speculation. Rumors suggest that more footage may be hidden. Other alleged victims may be out there. Some even believe this could expose a sprawling secret network tied to Diddy's lavish parties, private gatherings, and so-called freak-offs. We don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes, but the court is just getting started. Conclusion: the trial is heating up. As each day passes, new layers of this shocking story unfold. What began as rumors of private parties has now turned into a legal firestorm, complete with secret footage, hidden agendas, and mounting fear of public exposure. And if even half of what's being whispered online turns out to be true, this trial may only be scratching the surface of something far more twisted. The world is watching, and what happens next could shake the entire industry to its core.